Manifesting generational wealth and wellness. Generational wellness and wealth. I love that little song. Hey, Goldies. Welcome back to the Golden Soul Academy channel. This is the first of a new kind of talk. This is called So Far on My Anxiety Journey. And in this particular talk, I'm going to tell you what that practice was that instantly set me free. So, the table of contents. First up, anxiety or fear. What's the difference? What's similar? We'll talk about it. Then we'll get into social anxiety and what this particular kind of anxiety is. Then, especially because it can be triggering, we will do a meditation. It might help, it might not. Just try to be open to it. Then we'll go into my latest aha that I learned on YouTube. Thank you, John. Who's John? His name is Seb. I don't know where I got John from. Anyway, sorry to Seb. I did get your name right towards the end. I don't know why I put John. Okay, continuing. 5, my journal review that I would love to share with you. I organize my journal in a particular way, and I will get into that later. And then last but not least, always encouragements. Offering support as your humble yoga guide. All right, so anxiety or fear. All right, let's play a game. Which one is anxiety and which one is fear? See if you can look at the pictures and not read the text below. And think about why you chose that for both of them. Pause the video here if you want to take a closer look. Okay, if you pick the left for anxiety and the right for fear, then you are correct. Well done. So let's read the definitions and highlight what's the same and what's different. Anxiety is a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome. Both definitions by Oxford Languages. Fear is an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain, or a threat. So the keyword that I find for both of them is, in the anxiety definition, it's imminent. In the fear definition, it's threat. Um, let's just assume, for the sake of assuming, that in these stock photos, the one on the left, who is representing anxiety, there is no bad guy coming at him. There's no dog ready to bite him. There's no snake ready to wrap around his leg. There's no elephant stampede waiting in the hallway. He's relatively safe. His dis-ease is coming from thoughts. And let's just assume that the laptop is representing work or school. His anxiety seems to be about something that may occur in the future, but he doesn't know because nothing's happening right now. There's not even anybody in that. Well, there's a coffee cup, so there might be someone, but you get the point. The one on the right, though, this isn't the best picture, but let's just roll with it. This guy here in the gray is booking it. He is ready to be out of the door. He's running away from this guy in the black. This guy in the black could be a murderer. Who knows? But the danger is present. He is physically experiencing it in the present moment. So, That is what I've learned to be the difference between anxiety and fear. So now think about what you have going on. Could it be anxiety or is it fear? So on this channel, we support AI in terms of acquiring knowledge in some ways. And I asked AI, ChatGPT, to be specific, is it true that anxiety is in the future and fear is in the present? Just to see if it kind of matches up. And the answer was yes. So, does this perspective resonate with you? Because ChatGPT doesn't have to be right. Golden Soul Academy doesn't have to be right. My teachers don't have to be right. All of us who think like this don't have to be right. So, does it resonate with you? Really think on that. And now let's get into social anxiety. Okay, so now let's remember what we've learned. Anxiety means it hasn't happened yet. I'm going to be transparent with you. This is the kind of anxiety that I've tried to manage for my entire life. Social anxiety, which is a form of anxiety that is brought about by social situations such as meeting strangers, dating, or public speaking, in which embarrassment or a negative judgment by others may occur. Definition by Merriam Webster. So, if you're like me, then this picture with this chair in the spotlight might be giving you some physical reactions right now. Start to notice them, start to pay attention. We will address them coming up. In particular, this is what my social anxiety looked like. People start thinking that it looks like this, right? And that it only looks like this. But this is what mine looks like. I'm afraid of the hot seat, but I'm brave. I push through. I get into social scenes. I'm kikiing. Sometimes it might not even look like I have any anxiety. It might even look like a social butterfly, even. But then I go home and I replay the details over and over again. Big details, small details, minuscule details, important details. I just replay them over and over and over again. So let's take a moment, right? Because you might be feeling things come up, and let's box breathe. It's a great technique, simple and effective for anxiety. And remember, anxiety is common. So don't beat yourself up over these feelings that you're having. All right, so I'll count and then I'll be silent so that you can experience both and decide which you prefer. You can simply begin as you are, that's completely fine, or you can make any adjustments you need for more comfort. If you are driving, operating machinery, or engaging in an activity that requires your full attention, please, for your own safety, do not participate until another time when it is safe for you to do so. If that does not apply to you, let's continue. If you haven't already and you want to close your eyes, feel free to do so. Let's take a moment to scan our physical body. Our breath, our thoughts and emotions, our intuition, and our level of joy. Notice with complete acceptance. And let's begin box breathing. Inhale as I count to 4. Then hold the inhale as I count to 4. Then exhale as I count to 4. Then hold the exhale as I count to 4. I'm going to repeat. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then hold the inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then hold the exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. I will keep counting for a minute, and then I will allow you to count for a minute, either out loud or in your mind. Your choice. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Before we proceed, let's take a moment to again scan our physical body, our breath, our thoughts and emotions, our intuition, and our level of joy. With complete acceptance, notice what is different. Notice what is the same. Use this present moment to transition, and let's continue our learning. Good practice. So, what helped me was, as we just experienced, the 8 limbs of yoga. Well, we experienced one. Talk therapy, prayer, journaling, conversations with people I love, exercise, hobbies, reading books, coloring, smudging slash aromatherapy, YouTube videos. Now, I probably did not even put down. See, I can think of one now, music, sound. I didn't even put that one on there. That's not the whole list. And actually, I have a question for anyone who's listening who might have the answer to this. Like, why does it take so many? Why not like one thing? I know we're multifaceted beings, but like, why? Not why does it take this whole heap of things on a journey over time? But maybe that's just me seeking a quick fix, an easy fix as well. Anyway, there's many more ways to help yourself. We support the AI on this channel, and I typed in a comprehensive list of ways. So remember that this is just what ChatGPT thinks. It's what they think is comprehensive, and there are likely even more ways. But it did give me 45, and I'll put the link in the bio if you want to look into it more. My latest aha happened from this video and this channel. So let me tell you the story of how I got to this video. And telling the story helps me feel catharsis, and it's my way to confront my social anxiety. But feel free to skip it if it's not interesting to you. So the night before, as I was meditating, I heard myself very clearly say anxiety of the spotlight and of being in the hot seat. It was like Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving tends to bring about a bunch of these feelings. So I meditated, and myself said anxiety of the spotlight and being in the hot seat. The next day, I woke up and it was one of the first things on my mind again. At the same time, I was like semi planning what I was going to do on the treadmill. And backwards running came to me after seeing a woman do it on social media. Shout out to that woman. I didn't get her social media. Shout out to her. So as I was running backwards, which by the way, I have to say, don't try that at home. Nothing happened to me, but I'm just gonna put that out there. And I was running backwards, and I was listening to this video at the same time. And Seb, not John, Seb said the words that worked like magic for me. He said, "Give people permission to think whatever they want about you." And when he said give permission, I felt a new sense of freedom. And it was nice because I was backing up on the treadmill. So I'm like, let me back up. What did I miss? What lesson, what wisdom did I miss? What power did I miss? So let me back up. Anyway, I knew it was a good practice to add to my journey. It gave me the sense of control that I was looking for because I'm the one giving permission, while also giving other people the freedom to have whatever thoughts they want about me. So I'm controlling myself, and other people have their freedom. It's not the other way around, where I'm trying to control other people and give myself freedom because I tend to have negative thoughts. I'm like everyone else. So no hypocrisy. It was spot on. Plus, I also got the power to not be so emotionally attached to other people's thoughts because I'm letting them think whatever they want about me. So now I'm emotionally detached. Wow. Along this journey, through the enormous wisdom of yoga and Advaita Vedanta that I am so grateful for, I have found myself. Big S. I know myself now better than anybody, not just now, but I know myself better than anybody else on this planet because I am the only one of me there is. The me that I know is divine. And I would rather lean into my own divinity than the thoughts of people who could never know me the way I know myself. And I completely accepted this power. So I'm not telling you to go out and do this. This is just how Seb, the creator of this video, helped me. And I'm even more happy to share his video because he appears to be a small YouTuber, kind of like me. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to support. So Seb, I thank you. And I look forward to watching your future videos. All right. So remember I said I was going to share you how I like to organize my journal. So this is my review prompt that I created myself. Just poured out of me, nothing to it, nothing fancy, just a tiny invention. And it's I experienced, so you can write all about what you went through and make it as holistic as possible if you can. If you know about the koshas, if you have other ways of looking at things holistically, do that here. Then I enjoyed and I disliked, because yin and yang always. I learned. Backing up, feel free to put that you dislike something about the way that I presented this information if that's the case for you. If not, don't make it. But if it's true for you, feel free. I learned and I will. And last but not least, we have encouragements. And I wanted to share this quote that I found on TikTok from a book that I never read, so it's out of context, but it's relevant and it still resonated with me. So it says, I think and think and think. I've thought myself out of happiness 1,000,000 times, but never once into it. And this quote is by Jonathan Safran Foer. I hope I pronounced Jonathan's name right. And so this literally is the definition of social anxiety for me. But with this power that I have now, where I'm giving permission to people to think whatever they want to think about me, I'm thinking myself into happiness. I am much happier thinking, oh, I gave you permission to think that I am this, knowing that I know myself and I know the truth and I know that I'm not that. So use your power. Give people permission to think whatever they want about you. Keep practicing. Know yourself. And I plan to do the same. If I have given you any free value today, please subscribe, like, comment, share. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. If you didn't know, I am anonymous. The other teacher that shows up here is anonymous as well. And we don't care. So for the people who want to be whistleblowers, we don't care. We'll just be like, hey, yeah, that's us. Bye. We just want to try this thing out anonymously. And we're here every Wednesday. So come back, join our Goldie group, and we like to have fun and learn new things. Okay? Thank you.